Okay, that's my voice. This one, it was just checking if the microphone worked. How you doing, everybody? Sorry for the little Christ-like halo that I have. I guess I should change name into the mini painting saint or something. You see it? The light of the god of painting shining on me. Okay, I see it. Anyway, good day, everybody. How you doing? We're back. We're back working on this sexy boy. Ah, beautiful, beautiful model. Been having lots of fun on him the other day, so we can just keep going. What do you think? What do you think? We can just. What do you think? Just keep going. What do you think? Keep going with him. Just keep going. What do you think? What do you think? So yeah, we got this done. For those of you who wanna check out my work from my stream, today I worked on the gun of this guy, and I also spent a bit of time painting skulls on the cape. And what else have I done? Ah, I painted this base. Do you know the YouTuber this base is for? Maybe some of you watch him. But yeah, I painted this base to look like a vinyl CD, vinyl disc, not CD, like a vinyl BBD. So I can put this guy on it, and you know, they can chill, there. So yeah, that's what we did. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. Also, I was banned by Instagram, which was you know, always nice to finish working and go like, oh, let me check Instagram. You have been banned for no reason, by the way. But yes, that was it. That was fun. Oh, really did? Nice. Definitely. Too hot for the Instagrams. So what am I gonna do today? Well, I already have some reds on the palette from today's work. So why not work on that? Yeah, let's work on the skin. Let's see what we got going on here. Just gonna add a bit of a medium to the palette so I can clean the paints and stuff. Okay, so let me get a red. Okay. I also probably need some sort of light colors. Let me see. What is this color? If you can tell me what color this is, because I have no idea. The thing got deleted. Bright skin shadow. Huh. Maybe. Very nice skin tone color though. Hello, Gallo. Of course it's out of production. It's a great color. Why would it not be? God damn it. Okay. Alright. Let me just move my palette a bit more close so I can use it. Alright. Just gonna start with some layering to soften the paint job a bit. A very important aspect of what we do as we move into lighter and lighter colors is to not lose saturation. So every time we highlight, we need to look at the color that we just painted after it has dried and make a call whether or not it is too light or too desaturated. Like in this case, I find myself, for example, on the face in a slight and pass. In a sense that if I go lighter, the skin is gonna look very pinky, very bibbidi. So maybe what I wanna do is go darker instead. I can turn these color that I have as a light into feeling lighter just by contrast. If I insist a bit more on the shading, if I try to develop the shape of things a bit more, and the best way to develop a shape, a volume, is with shadows. We really get a sense of how something, of the shape of something, because of the shadows on it, not because of the lights. The lights give us an idea of color and an idea of material. This is very important. Very important. So, light will tell us what material we're looking at, the rendering, and the color of it. But shadows is what gives us the shape. So if I want to make if I want the face to look more 3D, I can push the light, but only as long as the light that I'm using is not too light. If I go too light, I'm gonna start washing out the paint job, and it's gonna start looking like it's a bit of a washed out mess. So when I find myself in a situation like this, the best thing I can do is work more on the shadows, because it means I have lost volume. When I feel like a detail is not giving me what I want in terms of impact or aesthetic, it means I lost some shadows. So here I can go around the skin tone. Considering we did a pretty decent sketching earlier on this model, I don't really need to paint the color anymore. I don't have to work on painting, so my brushstroke changes. It goes from being a direct cutting brushstroke, where I get the paint on the model, it sticks on the model, it covers. It goes from a soft, bellied brushstroke, where I no longer need the tip of the brush, because I don't need precision, but instead I just need a touch of thinness so that the paint flows, and using the belly of the brush, I can just get the paint where I want it to go. You see? And this color, applied as a layer, is gonna be interacting with all of the various colors that I painted earlier. And with this color, we can go and reshape the paint job. There are a few painters out there, not many, I think Mark Masklen is one of them, that do actually start their paint job from the mid-zone. So rather than base coating in shadow like most of us do, they base coat with the actual color that they imagine the detail is. That way, They work up and down. They work in light and they work in shadow, which is a very smart thing to do, and I probably should start doing it myself. Because that way you cannot lose the midtone, because it's the first thing you painted. When you start from shadow, like again, most of us do, like I did on the skin, it can get complex because the shadow in your mind becomes the midtone, because that's the first color you painted. So in your mind, it's very difficult to convince yourself that that color should be shadow. But at the same time, if you insist in telling yourself that it is a shadow, what's gonna happen is that you're probably gonna lose it, because you're gonna overreact and overpaint over it. So starting from a shadow, from a midtone is a very good idea, but in any case, you're always gonna have to be mindful of your painting, in a sense that you gotta always check what's happening on the model. If you go too much into autopilot mode, you can lose a lot of things along the way, and then the paint job doesn't look quite as fleshed out as it could have been. And it's not a matter of skill, mind you. Like, the things I'm talking about have nothing to do with painter skill. Like, you can execute and think about the things that I'm talking at any level of skill. Be it a beginner, be it a master. Now, if any of the words I said make no sense to you, because you just aren't used to hearing them, please let me know, so I can try to explain a bit better. I'm always very happy to help if I can, so don't worry about it. I mean, I'm here for that reason, am I not? That's good, I'm glad. So here we are, refining the shadows. And again, shadows are your greatest ally in mini painting. Let me tell you a trick, okay? I'm gonna reveal to you a secret that I never apply because I am a twat, but most of my colleagues do. And the secret is, in order to get a very high impact paint job when it comes to light and shadow, so that you get a lot of contrast and the model looks very, very focused. Like, to give you an example, like Robert Carson, for example, is a painter that does it a lot. Richard Gray, when it comes to Warhammer Mini, does it a lot. There's a lot of painters that do it. Most of them do it, actually. Big Child, the box artists from Big Child do it a lot. A lot of people do. Imagine the model to not be under the sun. Like, when you are imagining your lights and your shadows, stop imagining the mini like your usual character in the middle of the day in a field. Because if you do that, your brain will default to what you know to be the lighting of somebody in the field. But that way of lighting things, while correct, is not beautiful. And keep in mind that we as painters, we're not looking for a correct way of lighting or coloring. We're looking for a beautiful way of lighting and coloring. The same way, and you can understand this if you think about photography. Photographers, like, if photography was just about capturing a moment and taking a picture of it, we wouldn't have all the million settings that camera have. ISO, aperture, the f-stop, all of this stuff. you know, that can play around with the lighting of a picture and the way the picture is being taken by the camera. That alone is a massive amount of control that the photographer has on taking a snapshot. In the sense that you could take 200 people with a camera, same camera, you could get them to take a picture of the same thing, and all pictures would look different. Because everybody would be using settings that are slightly different, and all the pictures would be different, even though the subject is the same. So from this point of view, we can already assume that reality doesn't exist. In a sense that what you perceive as real is real because it is real to you. So there is no such thing as realism. Next time you meet an historical painter that tells you that Napoleon had a specific shade of blue for his jacket, you slap him with the back of your hand, okay? As hard as you can. Don't do that. It's a joke. But mentally, slap him as hard as you can. Because that shit is bullshit, okay? The color blue can be anything. So from this point of view, accepting that reality is only a perception of the person experiencing it, we can go to the second point, which is when we paint a mini to look like it's in daylight, what we do is we basically imagine no shading. Because if you take a stroll during the day and you look at the people you meet on the street, they are very freaking boring. They are very freaking boring to look at. You will notice that people are very beautiful in the metro, for example, or in specific lighting conditions. That's because light is more artificial in those settings, so it will make you want to look at people more when you are in a bus, on a train, on a plane, on a metro. When you're walking around the streets, everybody kind of merges with the background because everything is being lit the same way, especially in the summer or like when it's like an overcloud kind of day, when you don't have any shadow. So to make something interesting, we need shading. And the secret, as I said, is imagining like the mini is not actually in broad daylight, but it is instead in a room or in a situation where light isn't quite as strong. If you do that, you're gonna find that automatically you're gonna want to shade more than you want to highlight. This way of painting is what makes some paint jobs really powerful to look at. Because the lights are small but very intense. While if you work with lights that are big, no matter how intense they are, the size of the light will always make the paint job feel a little bit like it's missing something. Now, personally, I don't give a crap, because I do like lighting my minis a lot. But realistically speaking, it would be a lot easier if I did give a crap. But yeah, that's a bit of an interesting thing to think about when you paint. And again, it has nothing to do with painter skill. Because whether you recognize it or not, you're always imagining stuff when you paint, even when you are at the most basic level of painting. Because if you are the kind of person that spent money on brushes, paints, puppets and stuff, and you are sitting down at your desk painting rather than playing Call of Duty, it means you have enough of an imagination to automatically do this kind of thinking. Which is why it's so important to be mindful of it and theorize a little bit. Because if you let your instinct go, your instinct will take you only in the direction of things you've seen. And what you see on a daily basis is very boring, mostly. Not because you have a boring life, but because the lighting of the things that we see, the way light interacts with things in real life, is boring as shit. So in order to make it interesting, we have to imagine a different thing from what we are used to seeing. And all you need is imagination. Because once you get your imagination going on how light interacts with things, then you are open to do whatever the hell you want. So here, I'm sitting here, looking for shadows. No, it's not. We are in a simulation. I thought we talked about this. I mean. Let me show you something. It is not a Reaper Mini, not even one of my paint jobs either. So this paint job is from one of the best painters that we have available on the planet, okay? And this is what most people would assume is one of the best examples of non-metallic metal. Like, lots of people look at this and they go, what the fuck? Look at it though. Like, really look at it. With the basic of what we established, with the lighting. If you look at it, really, you will understand that there are things going on this paint job that make no sense if you imagine this guy to be in the middle of a daylight situation. Because if I imagine this guy to be in the middle of a daylight, the wings will not have these nice reflections and bounces, because they would be hit directly by the sun, making the wings a flat light color. Because it doesn't matter if it's metal, it's gonna be reflecting plainly, because the wings are plain skulls. I have the model here. The wings are flat. So if you imagine the light to be overexposing the model, then your painting will be overexposed. This guy that painted this, which is a very smart painter, understands this. So he really controls the light only to be how he wants it to, and he keeps it low, in a sense that, yes, there is a sun hitting this guy, but the sun is not that strong. It's not noon, okay? The sun is like 4 or 5 p.m. That's the kind of light you gotta imagine. Because imagining a light that is not quite as overbearing will allow you to play around with colors more than you're playing with light. If you notice, there is no white on this mini. The only point where there is white on this mini, for me personally, is a mistake. In a sense that this paint job, in my opinion, despite being painted by somebody that is way better than I am, has a bit of a glaring mistake in the focus of the paint job. And it's this leg here. And now that I showed you, you also will not be able to unsee this. This leg here ruins the paint job for me. Because it's way too light for the rest of the model. So he's focalizing the light here, and there is no point in doing that. Why not here? Why not the helmet? If he had to have a almost white light, why not here? So this ruins the paint job to me. Not that it matters, this guy is a god and I'm at what. But he plays around with color a lot more. So that's important. No white or black, no? Exactly. Yeah, Ray, it's a nice menu. So here, sitting here, I'm painting this puppet. How do I apply that? Well, it's a bit more difficult because the model is small and it's a D&D mini, which means the sculpt has simpler shapes to it so that everybody can go at it without, losing their mind. So there is a limit to how much I can apply what I just explained on this specific model. But it can. Isn't all of my gold warm metal? And look, I push the shadows, and all of a sudden my brain goes, wait a second, we don't need all of this light. Right, we don't. Because I have increased the contrast in darkness. So why should I need all of this light here? So I take it down a notch. This one is a cold gold, yes. Also, shut up, Quinley. But yeah, this is a cold gold, you're right. But like usually I paint it very warm. So you can see that there is a massive difference from the top of the chest and the bottom. The bottom has a lot of color, the top has lost too much color. So by thinning the paint, I can gain the color, but by thinning it, licking it, like I do to my girlfriend, I can gain the color, but a little bit less, because I have less coverage out of the brush. I mean, this is a warm gold though, dude. Like this is a warm freaking gold. I was about to ask what is the difference with cold and warm golds, or color in general. That's a trick question, in a sense that the difference only exists in relationship to the colors present, available to you. Like in a color wheel, the cold colors would be blue, purple, magenta, you know, those colors are cold. The warm colors are orange, red, yellow. But they are cold and warm, again, in relationship to one another. In a sense that orange is a warm color because blue is a cold color on the same palette. But you can have cold and warm colors inside their own little world. You can have warm reds, cold reds. You can have warm gold, cold golds. Which means a cold gold is a gold that uses cooler colors in its composition. So yellow, yes, but it's not an orange yellow, it's a blue yellow. So you can see it has a bit of green in it. A warm gold is a gold that has yellow, but it's a yellow that is shifted towards red, so it's warm. But yellow itself is a color that can be cold or warm. all the glazing I did gave me a mid-tone back. But I need the light again. So I'm doing it, staying as small as I can. So I'm not just re-putting the paint where I added before. I am adding one more level of light by trying to insist on the focus of it all. I do not like the eye, by the way. Looks a bit too basic. You should not introduce color for the sake of introducing them. You should introduce colors for the sake of light. Does the light that you paint have color? Does the shadow that you're painting have color? Like, you should introduce colors, but only as long as you understand why. No, I just needed to shade the bottom of the eye. Because the bottom of the pupil was the same color of the top, so it looked very 2D, very Now it's better. You mean this model? Metal? I have a lot of Reaper minis I can use for... Right now, yes, Polly. I have added a bit of lighter color. But before, no, I was just making it darker I was just making the shadows darker to make the midtones look lighter by contrast. Is there any way not to make it look pink? Add orange. Okay. In this case though, I am stuck with pink because I'm going for a cold paint job. Like I'm imagining the light hitting this guy to be like a moonlight or something. So I can't warm up the skin in the light because otherwise I'm going against. I do use them sometimes, not much though. The colors I use the most are Reaper and AK. Okay, let's paint the loincloth. The one I should have made 3 months ago. That would have been one I would have suggested you. God damn it. I'm supposed to be making a series of 12 colors. Like elect 12 colors from the Reaper range that I really like, so that they can make like a mini den set. Problem is I haven't been able to finish making the set. Song always makes me want to play faster than light. Every day, no. Every week, maybe, yes. ¡Hala, diosa! ¿Qué tal? Tiene una carita muy cansada.
Antes no había tomado café.
No. ¿Te gusta eso?
¿Tú?
¿Eh?
¿Te haces tú?
No, aquí lo hacía yo. Aquí no lo hacía yo. Wow.
Yo qué sé. O sea,
Wow.
que podía venir, te quiero decir.
Wow. I just showed her the free hand on the thing
No,
and she
no.
said, "Did you make it?" No, who made it?
No
The
malinterpretes, no. Me refiero porque otras veces siempre te pregunto, el freehand, no sé qué, me dices, ya viene modelado, ya viene hecho.
Claro.
A esto me refiero. Entonces, por eso te pregunto la de, ¿lo has hecho tú? De decir,
Yes, I
esto
painted
no,
it.
esto, claro. Ahora quiero, ¿vale? Es muy bonita.
¿Te gusta?
Pero si mola un el efecto, ¿cómo lo has hecho?
Con un pincel la pintura.
Ya apuntas tu-
Podría explicártelo en cambio de algo.
Cambio de nada, ¿qué dices? Te pago el Patreon para algo.
She does pay my Patreon, that's
Yeah.
right.
Me flipa un montón el efecto que has hecho de fondo, en plan.
Ujú.
Qué guay. Cito, ¿eh?
¿El
¿Cómo vas
fusil
a
te
pintar
gusta?
el resto? Sí. ¿Cómo vas a pintar el resto? O sea, el cuerpo y eso. Bueno, el cuerpo.
Te lo voy a explicar después, porque ahora mismo Reaper creo que me va a banear porque estoy hablando español.
Ay, ¿qué hago con la cena?
A las 10 tengo que comer yo. Ah, coño, tienes que ir live. Vale, ¿me puedo hacer un ya te como?
Seguro.
Sí, sí. Sí, me hago un ya te como, me como el salame, las olivas. ¿Cómo se llaman? Aceitunias.
Pero eso no resuelve que ceno yo.
Es tu problema, no mío. Sorry. Okay. Nothing. We're talking about dinner. That's all. Okay, so back to this. Hello, Inter. No, I have to eat, but I can't eat with her when I end the stream at 10 p.m. because she will be streaming on her own channel, which means we both have to eat alone. So I'm gonna eat something microwaved because I can't cook, and she's gonna eat her own thing. I mean, I could make myself a burger though. We'll see. I am kinda hungry. We'll see. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm not just drawing lines for the sake of it. I'm trying to slowly build a texture here. Okay. Got to go football. It's starting and my internet... Okay. Take care, dude. Enjoy the football. Okay, I can soften all of this with a simple glaze. Thank you, something. How you doing? Ah. What you painting? I'm painting an Oni guy. Okay, let's work on the non-metallics here. Pretty good. A bit tired, not gonna lie. But I am good. It's been a long day. I painted quite a lot. And tomorrow I'm gonna have to work very hard as well. Yeah, tomorrow I'm probably gonna end up working like freaking 14 hours, I think. If it goes well. If it doesn't, it's gonna be more. Now, I don't like the lips, because he looks like he sucked on a popsicle too long. So let's go with normal skin tony lips, I guess. Maybe a bit of gray added in there, just for the sake of cooling it down. Now, lips are more reflective than skin, so we can almost make them low metallic. I would like a speedy now. I would like a quickie now. Come on, I'm funny. On a completely unrelated note, I want to paint the base. It is a nice color, yeah, I like it. Yeah, I do get aroused. That is true. Hello, Hatress, how you doing? Thank you. I'm glad you're doing great though. Well, that is right. Okay. Well, it's a good time as I need to take a break while I wait for this to dry. Let me hide my despicable appearance. Yeah, the chorizo. Chorizo is an ingredient in a lot of recipes in Spain. It's not bad actually. Like I don't like chorizo on its own, but like if you cook it and you put it into something else, it's not bad. It's like I don't know, grilled chorizo is like a cooked chorizo is like it's like a sausage basically. Thank God it's not. Man, I'm gonna finish this stream, eat, and then I'm probably gonna just faint. I think. Like a little Pokemon. I'm just gonna faint. Who smashed his mini to the ground? What? You did? Welcome to the Club Metal. The mini is like she was in a car accident, entitled to compensation. I'm very sorry, Metal. I really am. I know the feeling. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, the base should be dried. Boop. Just wanna black line a little bit, add some definition, no, between the rocks and the ground. Who is it? Who is it? I got scared. I was thinking with myself and I got fucking scared. Maybe, probably not. Now I'm curious. It's not. It's not. And now I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Thank you, Kai. Hello, Asgard. How you doing, man? Happy to see you, dude. Where did he go? So as before, I'm just gonna be pushing the shadows a bit more here. Did you fix your light? Yes. I fixed it a while ago. Now, on this stream, for some reason, my camera settings are different. And I have no idea why. No, thankfully they got fixed. I've been able to get to a settings that I really like. I think it's fine. I just need to get adapted to it because I have a bit of stuff in the way of my head. But the positioning I am having to paint is a little bit different. But besides that, it's fine. Okay. Okay. I think we can call it a day and I can go scavenge for food. Making myself some instant ramen. Yes! I love it. No, but seriously, I think it's good because I don't have any more paint on the palette to use and we can work on the golds next time and a couple more detail left and call this guy finished. So thank you all for joining me. If you joined late, I do suggest you watch like the first 20-30 minutes of streaming because I explained a lot of really interesting things about painting. And I hope you enjoyed that. And nothing. If you want, I'll be live again on my own stream Friday. Painting this guy. Doing freehands and stuff. Like we did today. Or I have a pattern where I teach mini painting. For example, this is one of the models on it. So you can check the pattern out if you want. The links are all available in chat thanks to the beautiful Quindlina. And yeah, I'm just gonna eat and then possibly die. So I'll be seeing you Friday, okay? Take care everybody. Bye bye.